I wanted to share this message with you about a few months ago. This was during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic this year. Death was everywhere. On social media, at work, the streets. I literally did not know anyone that's close to me that did not have a funeral during this time. A colleague of mine lost his sister at a general hospital here in Zambia, not just because she couldn't breathe, but because there was no free bed in the ICU ward. Before she had died, a free bed was located in the ward. And just before she was relocated, priority was given to an expecting mother who was equally struggling to breathe to occupy the same space. And that's how she died. I would like to send love, hugs, and healing to anyone who's grieving or anyone who's lost a loved one during this year. As suggested in the title, please stick around. I'm going to share with you a story that emphasizes the need to not wait for a new year in order for you to resolve to change the course of your life. Stay tuned. Welcome to Growth Radio. On this platform, we believe that you don't have to learn things the hard way. Each week, we'll bring you a growth conversation with hopes to lower your learning curve in business, work, and general day-to-day life. My name is Kabwela, and I am your host. Let's deep dive. It sucked, and at the same time, was a blessing to have my birthday during this sad time of the year. It sucked because I could not celebrate, and was a blessing because it helped me to take stock of my life and reflect on the life choices I made the previous year. While reflecting on this, I was reminded of one of my favorite fictional characters, Ezedu. It's from the book Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Many of you actually might have read this. It's in the 13th chapter of the book. You have to read the book. For those that have not yet read the book, the particular chapter describes the death of Ezedu. He had been the oldest man in the village, and at his death, there were only 3 men in the whole clan who were older. He was a great warrior, held in high regard in the Umofia clan. At his death, his funeral was large and elaborate. The whole clan gathered to celebrate his life. It was a great funeral, as such befitted a noble warrior. At his death, a one-handed spirit appeared from the underworld. The land of the living was not so far removed from the domain of the ancestors. There was coming and going between them, especially at festivals and also when an old man died, because an old man was very close to the ancestors. So the one-handed spirit danced a few steps to the funeral drums and went to the corpse of Ezedu. These were his words. Ezedu, if you had been poor in your last life, I would have asked you to be rich when you come again. But you were rich. If you had been a coward, I would have asked you to bring courage. But you were a fearless warrior. If you had died young, I would have asked you to get a life. But you lived long. So I shall ask you to come again the way you came before. Living a full life, friends. And this means different things for different people. And some of you might be living this already. But a bigger question and a more important question for me is, how can I translate and incorporate this into my day so that I can live a full life? Well, that's not easy. Big goals sound a little far-fetched and intimidating sometimes. You might not know how to follow through. But a sure way of getting this done is breaking it down into days. While the sun rises and sets, I just need to accomplish tasks for the day. For example, to write a paragraph for my podcast scripts each day, consistently show up at the office early, or read a book in and outside of my work. I believe that it's these daily small improvements, wins, and achievements that lead to weekly, annual, and lifetime successes. That's why you don't have to wait for a new year for you to resolve to do better or change the course of your life. And I ask you to be intentional about how and who you want to spend each day with. Live your life by the day. Thanks for listening to today's episode.
If you found this message uplifting or empowering, please share this channel with a friend and follow us wherever you're listening. This is Growth Radio, and my name is Kabwela.